8 species, one family. From the frozen Arctic to steamy tropical jungles, bears have conquered nearly every corner of the planet. Today we're breaking down all 8 species, how they survive, what they eat, and what makes each one unique. The brown bear, including the famous grizzly, is the most widespread bear species on Earth, found across North America, Europe, and Asia. Some populations have adapted to coastal life, others to deep mountain forests, making this one incredibly flexible animal. Adult males can weigh over 600 kilograms and stand nearly 3 meters tall on their hind legs. Despite their massive size, grizzlies can sprint at speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour, faster than any human could ever hope to outrun. Brown bears are opportunistic omnivores, feasting on salmon during spawning season, digging up roots and bulbs, and gorging on berries in autumn. This varied diet lets them pack on the fat reserves needed to survive months of winter hibernation. The polar bear is the largest bear species alive and the Arctic's apex predator. Built entirely for survival on ice, it can weigh up to 700 kilograms, with massive paws acting like natural snowshoes across the frozen tundra and pack ice. Polar bears spend most of their lives on sea ice, patiently waiting beside breathing holes to ambush seals, their main food source. As Arctic ice melts earlier each year, polar bears must swim increasingly long distances to find solid hunting ground. Here's a surprise. Their fur isn't actually white. Each hair is hollow and transparent, scattering light to appear white, while the skin underneath is jet black, absorbing every bit of sunlight to keep the bear warm. The American black bear is North America's most common bear species, far more adaptable than most people realize. It thrives everywhere from dense forests to suburban backyards, and its population has actually been growing steadily across much of its range. Despite the name, their fur isn't always black. It can be brown, cinnamon, blonde, or even bluish-gray depending on the region. This color variation helps them blend into different forest environments across the United States and Canada. Black bears are excellent climbers, able to scale tall trees in seconds to escape danger or reach food. In colder regions, they hibernate for up to 7 months, surviving entirely on fat reserves without eating, drinking, or defecating. The Asian black bear, often called the moon bear, is named for the pale crescent-shaped marking across its chest. Found throughout Asia, this species is known for being far more aggressive and unpredictable than its American cousin. Moon bears live across a huge range, from the frozen forests of the Himalayas to the humid jungles of Southeast Asia, and even the mountains of Japan. They're powerful climbers, often building leafy nests high in the treetops. They're one of the most vocal bear species on Earth, using deep roars, sharp huffs, and loud jaw clacking to warn off rivals. Sadly, they're also heavily targeted for traditional medicine, making conservation efforts critically important today. The sun bear is the smallest bear species on Earth, native to the humid tropical rainforests of Southeast Asia. Rarely exceeding 65 kilograms, it's built small and agile for a life spent almost entirely up in the trees. Sun bears have the shortest, sleekest fur of any bear, perfectly suited to tropical heat. Their curved claws and flexible ankles let them climb trees with incredible agility, spending most of their lives well above the jungle floor. Their tongue can extend up to 25 centimeters long, perfectly designed for digging deep into beehives and termite mounds. This unique adaptation has earned them the nickname honey bear among locals throughout their native range. The sloth bear roams the forests and grasslands of India and Sri Lanka, instantly recognizable by its shaggy, unkempt coat. Unlike other bears, it evolved not to hunt large prey, but to specialize almost entirely in insects. Sloth bears are built to raid termite mounds and anthills, using their long, curved claws to tear them open. They can then seal their nostrils shut and vacuum up insects through a gap in their front teeth. Mothers often carry their cubs on their backs while foraging, a rare habit almost no other bear species shares. This close bond helps protect young cubs from tigers and leopards, their most dangerous natural predators. The spectacled bear is South America's only surviving bear species, named for the pale, mask-like markings that circle its eyes. Every individual has a unique pattern, almost like a fingerprint, making no two bears look exactly alike. They live high in the Andes Mountains, ranging from misty cloud forests to dry mountain scrublands. This huge elevation range means spectacled bears must adapt to dramatically different climates and food sources depending on where they roam. Unlike most bears, they're almost entirely vegetarian, feeding on fruit, cactus, and bromeliads. This plant-heavy diet is unique among bear species and plays a vital role in seeding new plant growth across the Andean forests. The giant panda is the most recognizable bear on Earth, native only to a handful of mountain forests in central China. Once critically endangered, decades of conservation work have slowly helped their wild population begin to recover. Despite technically being a carnivore, 99% of a panda's diet is bamboo. They eat up to 12 hours a day just to get enough nutrients, since their digestive system still isn't fully adapted for a plant-based diet. Newborn pandas are pink, hairless, and roughly the size of a stick of butter, 900 times smaller than their mother. It's one of the most extreme size differences between a mammal mother and her newborn on Earth. 8 species, 8 survival strategies, one incredible family stretching from the Arctic to the Andes. If you enjoyed this journey through the bear world, hit subscribe for more deep dives into the planet's most fascinating wildlife every single week.